how this meeting goes. So this is the role play session, we call it as. The basic intent of this session is to connect our school students back in India to the professionals around the world, and take their questions regarding career accounts. It could be anything on the career or the further education, any questions from the student. And the motto here is to encourage our students to communicate with new people, and another goal is to improve their communication skills. So they're going to get career counseling as well as the communication improvement. So it is going to be an interactive session. So for the first few minutes, I would request you to introduce yourself, and then we are going to take questions from the students, and we request you to answer so that we request you to give an answer brief so that we can take maximum questions from the students.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Rashikar. Thanks, Roy, for introducing me to these kids. I have, I think, been once to one of their sports functions, and I'm not sure whether it was the same school or not, but I have been to one of your sports function where there were a lot of other girls from various schools. Anyway, my name is Smita. I have been in US for almost about 15 years now. I did my engineering in computer science, and then I to pursue my masters I came to US, and I have been involved with various organizations like Ambedkar Association of North America and Ambedkar International Mission. And our goal is to benefit as many students, kids, as much as possible, especially girls, because it's very important to make sure that the girls are in the forefront of our movement for a society to progress. As Baba Sahib was already said, I measured the progress of a society by how much progress the women make. So it's very important to make sure, girls also make a good amount of progress. So, and that is also one of my passions. And I also run women empowerment workshops in India. And that was the reason why I had met Dr. R.S. Praveen Kumar sir also. And that's how I got to go to to meet the girls in one of their sports functions. Anyway, now you can ask me any question that you might have.
Yeah. Let us go to Upalwai School.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Morning.
How are you, sir?
How are ma'am?
How are you, ma'am?
I am good. How about you guys?
Fine, ma'am.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what is on your matha?
Ma'am, myself, I am Dev Prasad from 9th standard.
What is on your matha? What is on your forehead?
Ma'am, అది బొట్
Hmm.
Oh, forehead.
forehead.
Hmm.
Buttu.
బొట్టు,
Call
ma'am.
it
The
buttu.
bottu. Why did
Yeah.
you all put on bottu?
Like Indian culture, ma'am.
What Indian culture?
Keeping bottu
Oh, no,
on
I
forehead.
understand that, but how does it help?
How does it help?
Looking like glamorous.
Looking glamorous?
Yeah.
Okay. See, we want see every tradition or culture that you follow has a reason, okay, why you're following it. And if So find it out first. Okay, the reason why I asked is to make sure that you know what you're doing, why you're doing certain things. Okay, find out the reason, and if you're not convinced, don't do it. If you're convinced, then do it. Okay, so at least you should know the reason. Glamour is not the reason why you have put on bottu on your forehead. You first said Indian culture and then you said glamour. Glamour is not the reason. So you have to find out the exact reason. If you're not convinced, don't put bottu. If you're convinced, then only put bottu. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Talk.
So, ma'am,
I'm
I am Dev Prasad from ninth
Okay.
standard. So, my question is that in olden days, all the peoples are using Telugu language for communicating, and to get a job, they are learning subjects in Telugu only. But now they are using English language for communicating, and they are educating English language for getting the job. So, what effect made the peoples to learn English language?
So we are in a globalized society now, right? And not just now, but even if you see Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar's writings, most of the writings have been in English. Okay, and the reason why he wanted us to learn English was to get out, was to have a more bigger exposure, and that is why his writings were mostly in English, right? So and it so when you are exposed to a global front, you need one common language, and that one common language is English nowadays. So it is good to learn English because think about it. Like, how many people can you communicate when you learn English? Most of the world uses English now as its base language. So Telugu is used only in certain parts of our country, right? Especially in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. But other than that, if you want to communicate with someone in India, what would you use? You might use Hindi a little bit, but other than that, if you really want to get a high paying job, or if you want to get a professional job or want to become an engineer, what would you use? Right? So that's why we want to use English, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
no, next. Yeah,
Yeah.
next. Anand. So, good morning, ma'am.
Good
This is
morning.
Ramesh Kumar, English teacher from Upalwai. Good
Uh,
morning, ma'am.
Good
Yeah,
morning,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, we are where we have got a brand image. Just in today's Hindu paper, they
Uh-huh.
have, today's Hindu paper, they have given our activities, and we are thankful to the secretary
Wow,
to
amazing.
finish the wings of all our sparrows.
Wow, that is amazing. You guys have been doing an amazing job. I have
Yeah, yeah.
met, I mean, few of the school girls, and they have done an amazing job. The kind of English they were talking at that point of time, and I really thank all you English teachers because the kind
Thank
of
you,
English that
ma'am.
they were talking, being in seventh, eighth, ninth standard, I could never imagine me speaking that vocabulary at that age. So I'm really thankful
Thank
to you all teachers for for the interaction that these students have
we,
with
we
you.
in, yeah, madam, we in turn are thankful to the driving force behind us. And
Absolutely.
most of our Uppalwai alumni, they are settled in well positions like Jangam Chinnaya, who is a professor in Colton University, Canada,
Mm.
and Dr. Poshan, who is a pediatrician in UK.
Oh,
Our school
amazing.
has a highly, and one is IRS, Mr. Madan, Income Tax Commissioner. So
Mm.
We are very much thankful for your guidance, inspiration, and our what our students want to know is the progress which we have to make with English. Can't we make with local language on the lines of Mandarin language made by China? China has made tremendous progress. So what is happening is these science studies explained in mother tongue, the knowledge is understood well, but in the this English, that is the problem. The transition is somewhat problem for them. So our student was asking that point.
Okay.
So
So
to
which
at the
research
primary level, yeah.
which research that shows that explained social studies explained in English language are not. So I mean the thing is, if we start to speak in English and if we start to continuously speak in English, like now I have two kids, their mother tongue when we started teaching them, we started teaching them Marathi and Hindi. So they were learning only Marathi and Hindi. But the thing is, now that they go to school, they're just 4 and 6 year old. They speak so much in English now that it feels like English has become their mother tongue now.
So
So it doesn't matter what you have started with, but all that what matters is how much you are speaking that particular language and how comfortable you are becoming with that particular language. I think at some point or the other, we have this internal feeling that, English is a very big monster kind of a thing, and we might not be able to understand. We have those preconceived notions, and I think that is something that if we can overcome that first step, English is very easy to learn. And I see so many Chinese people in US, and almost everyone can speak English. So I have not seen a Chinese person speaking Mandarin here because none of us understand Mandarin, right? So, and they're all professionals here. Even though China might have made progress in China using Mandarin, we have not seen those people coming out of their country and making progress in another country.
okay, ma'am. Okay.
So,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. No, no. Over to our Swaros, madam. They have some
okay.
doubts. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
My name is Anand. I want a question. We had a
Mhm.
we had of extraterrestrial human being on the landing of Earth. Is it true?
I am not sure about that. Did you see PK? Did you watch the movie PK?
Well, we had of an extraterrestrial human being landing on Earth. Is it true?
Right. I don't know. But did you watch the movie PK?
So what happened, madam? 2 days back, we had a program on Mana TV. We had an interaction with the NASA scientist, David
Okay.
Cooper. So our Swaero wanted to ask that question regarding
Okay.
other living beings on the other parts of the space.
Okay. So there's definitely a possibility, right? Wherever there is water, there is definitely a possibility of having different organisms, because then you have that environment to grow cells. So there is definitely a possibility of having different organisms wherever water is there. And now the joke around is, NASA has found 10 more Earth-like planets with water after Trump has become the president. So it's like, necessity has become the mother of discovery now. Not invention, discovery. So it's a joke. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Yes. So let's go back to Domakonda School. Uppalwai, I'm going to keep you on mute. Let's take one question from girls at Domakonda School and we'll come back to you. Okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, Bala, Bala,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Can you
Yeah, Raj.
yeah, can you enable your video, please?
Yeah, yeah, actually.
Your
Huh.
video.
I think when they enable the video, okay.
1 minute, Smita.
Yeah. Yeah,
Good
go ahead.
morning, madam.
Good morning.
How are you, madam?
I am good. How about you guys?
We are fine, madam.
Great to see you all.
Ma'am, I have one doubt, ma'am.
Sure.
Madam, you have more knowledge, no? Then why are you not using in our India, ma'am?
What is wrong with US?
Our country is not developed, no, ma'am.
Well, the thing is, it's not, but we are trying to help you as much as possible, even being in US, right? So you can see that there are so many educated people being in India, being a part of the movement, are not able to contribute as much as we are able to contribute from here. So here we have access to tools, and there are few. We have access and exposure to so many different things. And the main thing here we have at hand is the time, which gets, I think, evaporated when you are in India sometimes, because your travel in many unnecessary things, your time gets vanished when you are in India. So I think there are few pros and cons, and there are a few things regarding infrastructure and other things, which makes us think what whether we should stay back in India or whether we can contribute, whether we should stay back in US. And right now, I think staying back in US is one of the things that we have thought about. But we want to definitely contribute to the society as much as possible being here, and that is the reason why we keep in touch with you guys. And there are other many groups that we keep in touch with, not just this one.
Yeah. Let's take next question from Damkonda.
So are you satisfied with the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah. Next question from Damkonda.
You guys are muted.
Yeah, Bala, you're on mute.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Raj, 1 second.
Okay.
Can't ask one more question.
Madam, can you explain about your experience?
Okay, one quick thing. Introduce yourself first. What is your name? And then ask your question.
Yeah, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
My name is R. Amulya from 98.
Aramulya. Okay. So what did you ask, Aramulya?
Madam, can you your experience, ma'am?
Experience of what?
About space.
Space? Oh, okay. So I was when I was doing my masters, there was a project that I worked on. Uh, so NASA gives NASA delegates some of its projects to universities to do its research. So my project was to work on Mars, to work on robots who will be moving on Mars. So I did not go on any space mission or anything, but we worked on developing more intelligent and robust robot which would go on Mars. And if there are any hurdles in its path, then it will be able to overcome those hurdles. So that was my project. But I don't have any space. I don't have any experience in going in space or anything like that. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Can you hear us? Amulya, can you hear us?
Yeah, Raj, we are hearing.
Okay, sure. So Amulya, let me pick another girl from your group. There is a girl here with I think yellow dress. She is right side to me, near that window. Yeah, yellow. Yeah, get up, ma, get up.
She's
Come forward. Come forward and ask introduce yourself and you can ask question.
hey, because I మీరు మాట్లాడి చెప్పిందా మాట్లాడి అక్కడ దాకా పోతే పిలుస్తారని చెప్పిందా మీరు మాట్లాడుతూ పిలుస్తారు వాళ్ళు అట్లని సైలెంట్ వింటే
Okay, yeah.
వినండి శ్రద్ధగా మళ్ళీ తర్వాత క్వశ్చన్లు అడుగుతారు వీళ్ళు.
Yeah, go ahead, Amma.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. I can't see your face. Can you just come a little up?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, introduce yourself and whatever the question you have, you can ask.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. How about you? Hello.
I'm Shalini, ma'am.
You're Shalini. Hi, Shalini.
Can ask if you are not comfortable in English.
Yeah, you can ask. You can ask in Telugu.
Hi, ma'am.
We can translate.
Even I understand Telugu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Being in US, you need to learn Telugu.
Oh, seems they got a technical glitch. They dropped.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got Shakepet guys ready. So Shakepet School, can you hear us? Yeah. Come forward.
Good morning, guys.
Yeah. We are not able to hear you. Can you check your mic? Can you check your mic? We cannot hear you. Seems they have problems. No, we cannot hear you, sir.
We have another school, Gauli Dodi School.
Yeah, they are not ready yet, ma'am. I'm just checking on that.
Okay.
Okay, they are checking for another 5 minutes. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. We have these technical glitches.
Uh, I think you guys can use freeconferencecall.com.
Yeah, actually, there are some network issues because some of the schools are in remote places.
Oh, okay, okay,
So
okay.
that's the problem. Like otherwise, and we don't have some technical people at the school, so we are trying to train them.
Hmm.
So those are the challenges. Yeah,
Okay. Shakepet is near Medipatnam, right?
yeah, yes, it is near Medipatnam.
Oh, my BTech college was near Shakepet.
Okay.
So is this OSE school or which school is this?
This is social welfare residential hostel, ma'am. At it's right behind the Golconda Fort.
Golconda Fort, okay. Because there is a OSE residential school also. So I didn't know whether the government acquired it or not.
Not sure. So it seems
Okay.
Upalwai, there is one school ready. Upalwai, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your turn. Go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Yeah,
morning, guys.
introduce yourself
Good
and
morning,
ask
ma'am.
me a question.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
I'm very glad to see you.
Glad to see you too.
Okay, ma'am. My question is that in this context of Trump government, can we hope to higher studies for US?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. This is just a phase. It will go, it will pass. And I think you have a very long time to get to US. So I mean, no, I mean, first you focus on your studies right now. I think you are still in high school, so be focused on your studies. You can always come to US. Okay, US is a very open country. It's a country of immigrants only, mainly, and immigrants have developed this nation, and we are completely a part and parcel of the growth. So Trump phase will stay here for some time and then it will pass.
Okay, ma'am.
So don't worry about Trump.
Okay, ma'am.
Shepard School, we cannot hear you.
Raj?
So go ahead.
Yeah,
There was a girl who was going to ask question, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Shalini.
Shalini and Raj, we have few more new degree college students.
Okay,
Recently, here we started degree college, right? So they
okay.
want to ask one or two questions.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
A pleasant good morning, madam.
A very pleasant good morning to you too.
Myself, I am Vaishnavi from BJTC.
Okay. Hey Vaishnavi,
How are
go
you?
ahead. I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
I'm also good, madam.
And I'm so very glad to be talking to you guys.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Question.
Question.
Madam,
Mm-hmm.
the India peoples also the Indian people other countries and why they are using in another countries the knowledge why they are not using India. That's why the India is the backward India. Once explain, madam.
India has a very, very vast majority of population. And just because some of us are not in India, that doesn't make the knowledge of India get drained out. And the thing is, you have to also look for opportunities. Every country has its own pros and cons, right? And we are, of course, contributing back to India in every which way possible, in terms of our knowledge sharing and other things. And even if I'm an entrepreneur, again, I have to go back to India to look for, developers. So we are contributing in our own way to India. So, and India has such a huge amount of population that it we cannot brain drain India. Okay, so don't worry about we coming out of India makes you guys underdeveloped or anything like that. It's not the just the education, right? It's not just the professional education that pulls India back. It is also the culture that the India follows. It is also so many myths that are in the culture that India follows. It's the caste system, it's the patriarchy. All these things are pulling India back from its development. It's the non inclusiveness of all communities. It is that thing that will pull a country back, right? So I think we need to work on these issues, and that is what our goal is also, to make sure that everyone is inclusive, not just top 1%. If just top 1% are getting all the benefit, because if you see in the past so many years, after globalization, past 10-15 years, if you see, India's GDP and inflation has only been growing. So like no other country. If the inflation, if the GDP is growing, then why is India underdeveloped? We have to ask these questions. It is because of the non-inclusive policy. That means the benefit that the government is getting is not being shared by each and every individual, right? So I think these are the things that are holding us back, and it's not the few people who are coming out. Okay, at least we bring a new perspective. We understand much better, we understand a better culture, and we can bring that new perspective when we are speaking to you guys, so that you can also understand that. Okay, does that answer your question?
Hello, okay, Nasser?
Yeah, yeah,
Is it okay?
yeah. Okay, sir. So,
All
ma'am,
right.
we got Sacred School. So,
Okay.
yeah, go ahead, guys. Introduce yourself and you can ask any question to them.
Introduce.
Sir, my name is Madhu Krishna. I'm from Sheikhpet.
Hi, Mother Krishna.
Hi, ma'am. Actually, I have a doubt. Our secretary sir went to Harvard University. Uh, one of the famous university in the world, that is Harvard University. So, I want to complete my higher education in that university. Can you say me what should I do?
What is your question again?
He would like to pursue his master's
My
in
ambition,
Harvard.
my ambition, my ambition is that to become a civil servant.
Okay. So, so definitely you should, after you're done with your high school, you should definitely take the humanities subject and pursue your ambition. And if you want to, the way, if you want to go on the same path as your role model is, that is Dr. R.S. Praveen Kumar, then the way he did his masters, and it's the same way you can also come. You can also pursue your education here and then go back and be again a part of the Indian society and be a civil servant and help others in every which way possible. But if that is your goal, then write it down on paper, and every morning when you wake up, make sure that you see that paper the first thing in the morning. So paste it on your ceiling or wherever possible, but that should be the first thing you want to see every single day. Write it down bold and clear on which day you want to become a civil servant, what is your ambition, how you want to achieve your goal. Write all those things down, okay? Writing is very important.
Yeah.
By the time you get the next question, I just want to get my charger.
Yeah, yeah, sure, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are hearing.
Yeah. Ryan, we cannot hear you, Ryan. Come again. We cannot hear you.
Hey,
It's clear, but we cannot hear you.
yeah, Rai, we are hearing you. అల్లరి అల్లరి చేయాలనుకుంటే రియల్గా బయటకు వెళ్ళండి. No issues. ఇదేం క్లాస్
Hello?
కాదు.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, ma'am. So another question from Domkonda School.
Okay.
Bala,
Yeah, right. Just wait. Degree college. Anything which is related to your education or after your graduation, anything you can ask. Done.
Bala.
Ah, sorry. She's asking.
Okay, yeah. Your video is
What is the
disabled.
question? Yeah, we can't hear.
Your video is disabled.
Good morning, sir and ma'am.
Good
Myself,
morning.
myself Shrija from ZMC, Domakonda, Degree College.
Jet
Hi,
MC.
Shrija.
Hi, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. How about you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm very good because of you.
Oh my God. You guys have actually made my day.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Madam, shall I ask a question?
Sure, Shrija.
All, all students have a knowledge, but they are facing some problems like they are fearing from somewhat anything, and they have also family problems also. Can you tell to overcome that problems?
Wow, that's a good question.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is very true. Every person has is good at something or the other. Okay, but if we there is a saying, right? If we judge a fish by its ability of climbing a tree, it will always fail. So every person is good at something or the other. A person can be good at in their creative field, a person can be good at, computers, and another person like one of you who was very good at climbing mountains. So every person is good at something or the other, and you can achieve everything. It's just that sometimes we have these preconceived notions about ourselves also. Sometimes we just think that we might not be able to do it. and we probably don't take the first step. Or there can be many other issues like patriarchy, in which girls are mostly, again, as you asked about family problems, so I have to mention this. It's very important that girls should be encouraged to give, not just to be given education from the family, but they also need a different kind of support. Because what I have seen is after 10th class, many girls, in 10th class, I see many girls doing amazing job. They're in the top 10 or top 20. You will all see mostly girls. But then what again happens is after 10th, there's they are made to do household work, right? Whereas boys are not made to do the household work. So you also have 24 hours, boys also have 24 hours at home, right? And if you are spending time in doing household work, then you will not get the same amount of time that boys will get to spend studying, right? And these are very important things that we don't understand. So I am not saying that you should not do, or you should, or boys should be made to do household work, but I am telling about the discrimination or the family problems that we face. And there are other main things like about even respecting. So what do you call your mom? Do you call Miru, or do you call Nubu? How do you address your mom? Hello?
Oh, only, ma'am.
Nubu. But how do you address your dad?
Nuvu is a single form. Nuvu.
How do you address your dad? Do you say Miru or Nubu?
No.
No.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, generally, in our language, also, right? In every aspect of our life, we have patriarchy, we have caste bias, everything. And these are few things that take us all down, that don't help us progress. So, if you are not giving respect to women, be it your mother, be it your sister, but if you're showing respect to your father, so that means your role model becomes your father. You would like to become like him, right? Mentally, it is a mental conditioning that's going on, and that is why the language has been designed in such a way that you specifically favor one caste or one gender, right? So it becomes very important to give, to change ourselves also, to give ourselves respect also. So if I as a girl, if I am not giving respect to my mom, then I am making myself into a derogatory position, because then I myself am not respecting as a woman. So then I won't be able to, so carrying all these inhibitions, I won't be able to progress as much as my brother does. So if I carry all these inhibitions, right, all these preconceived notions, so we have to get out of these preconceived notions first. It's very important to get out of these preconceived notions. I don't know how much you understood out of it, because your video, I because I think you got dropped. But if you have any more questions, you can ask. They're muted.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
She said thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Good
All
morning,
right.
madam
Next
and
to
sir.
just 1 second. Gauli Dodi. Okay. Move to the
Yeah.
Gauli Dodi. They're
Gauli
ready. Gauli Dodi. We cannot hear you. Can you guys
We
hear?
can't hear you.
We cannot hear you. They're on mute, not mute.
No, they are not on mute.
They are mute on their side. On their side. Can you ask them to type the question?
Yeah, you can type the question in chat.
Yeah, you can type the question in chat.
Okay, so let's go to.
We have one more question from
Yeah, we will come back to Domkonda. No? Let's go to Upalwai.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Upalwai boys, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, who's taking power?
Sir, this is Ashok from 9th standard.
Uh-huh.
Ashok from Uppalwai, sir.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
My question is that in 19th century, Vivekananda is a role model to all countries, sir. But now, in some countries are role model to India. What are your suggestions to Swaeros to make India great again?
Oh, first of all, who's told you that Vivekananda was a role model to other countries?
They're getting all the flawed information.
Yeah, I think we really need to change your textbooks.
Our role model is Dr. Ambedkar, not Vivekananda.
So Vivekananda was only in one international conference, okay? Vivekananda was not a role model to any country as per my knowledge. At least Gandhi is publicized, but Gandhi is still not a role model to any country again. So, and Vivekananda is hardly known in any other countries internationally. So, what was your other question?
He says he used a statement how to make India great again. India was never.
India great again. It's very, very important. Yeah. So how is so again, like there are many issues that India faces. The first and foremost biggest issue is of non-inclusiveness. That is of caste system. If you are non-inclusive, if you don't want to take everyone together, then you are not getting all the perspectives of the society. And unless you get all the perspectives of the society, a country or a nation is not going to progress. So, first thing is patriarchy because it affects 50% of the population. So, it's one of the major issues that we have, okay? Because I don't see many, and it's a global issue also, okay? But countries like Finland, Denmark, they are making a lot of progress again just because they are able to include women so much.
No,
They are able to include women so much. So having
Smita,
an inclusive, yeah,
Smita, I think
yeah, Roy.
you've been so nice to boys, and I think I'm going to girls, when you go to the summer holidays, ఇప్పుడు మీరు సమ్మర్ హాలిడేస్కి వెళ్తారు కదా, మీకు ఎవరన్నా బ్రదర్స్ ఉన్నారనుకో, వాళ్ళతో వంతులు పెట్టి పని చేయించండి. మీ మమ్మీ అమ్మ బాసన్లు దోగు ఇల్లు గడుగు అనుకుంటే వాడికి తమ్ముడికి అన్నకు చెప్పు, వాడు చేస్తే నేను చేస్తా అని చెప్పండి. ఓకేనా? సో tell them that girls have a equal power, equal rights as boys and చెప్పండి. ఓకేనా?
So Roy, are you telling me that?
You've been very nice. I'm telling the girls actually.
Oh, you're telling the girls, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, love and compassion is one very important thing again, right, Roy? Because we can't just to empower girls, we can't disempower boys. We have to empower them with love, with more
No.
love and more
I'm
compassion.
saying
Yeah.
what I'm saying is I'm looking for the level playing field for both. Okay,
Yes, absolutely.
if he's cleaning the toilet, I'm cleaning the toilet.
Yes.
If he's washing the dishes, I'm washing the. I have two boys.
Absolutely.
I have two boys. Both of them, they clean the toilets.
That should be what girls should be doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Gaul Reddy, I think they're ready for asking a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got
Raj,
Brother,
Raj,
Vikarabad also joined, Raj brother.
yeah, Vikarabad.
Oh, Vikarabad also
School.
joined.
So good morning, girls. So we
Ooh,
got
they had
Smita ma'am. So you can one of you come forward, introduce yourself, and you can
no,
ask.
but Raj, we are going to pick the girl. Okay,
Okay,
we
yeah,
are going to pick the girl. We are going to pick the girl.
yeah.
Okay, so who is the lucky one? Who is the lucky one? Somebody select. Oh, in the second row. In the second row. In the second row. In the second row. Okay, I see. Raj, can you pick from the second row?
Yeah, there is one girl. I think she's holding some orange color handkerchief or something.
Right.
The second.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are the one.
yeah,
You are the one. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, go
Hello.
ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Madam, good morning, madam. Smita,
Madam.
madam.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
This is Savita.
Hi,
From
Smita.
I'm from 8th class.
So go ahead with the question. Go ahead with the question. Question.
Why don't you come near, Savita?
I'm from Kottagadi,
Huh?
Vikarabad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
go ahead with the question. Come on, Amma. Go ahead with the question. అడుగు
Vikarabad girls.
యా మాకందరికి తెలుగు వస్తుంది తెలుగులో కూడా
వినపడుతుందా అమ్మా? కొంచెం నువ్వు కొంచెం డౌన్ లో ఉండు, మీ ఫేస్ కనబడట్లేదు. సో యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ క్వశ్చన్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్, యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ క్వశ్చన్ డైరెక్ట్లీ. మేడం ఇస్ దేర్, స్మితా మేడం ఇస్ దేర్, యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ డైరెక్ట్లీ క్వశ్చన్. ఓకే.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah.
we cannot
Hi.
Hi, ma'am. What is your profession, ma'am?
I did my engineering in computer science and my master's also in computer science. But right now I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm making a software for girls.
Okay, ma'am. What are the struggles faced in your life, ma'am?
What is what?
what
What are
struggles
the
you faced in
struggles
your life?
faced in your life?
Oh, the main struggle that I faced in my life was, well, I should actually tell you, I was quite privileged to have been born and brought up in a middle class family. So I did not face as much struggle early days of my life. But when I came here to US for the first time, I had no friends, no relatives, and so that was my first experience out of my house. That was actually the first time I was coming out from my house, because I never stayed in any hostel or anywhere else. So, and not just that, not just that made me emotionally little down, but the other part was I didn't have any money. So it was very, very difficult in my second semester. For first semester, I managed, but in my second semester, I had just $40 in my bank account, and I had like $5,000 to be paid for that semester. So I really had no money, and I had this huge struggle where I was trying to find an assistantship for myself, and I did an every possible attempt to get an assistantship. Um, so although I got it little late in the middle of my semester, but that was one of the biggest struggles of my life, I can say that. getting adjusted to a new country without knowing anyone, and then on top of that having no money.
Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am. At that time, if you face any difficult,
Yeah, of course, it was not easy to get assistantship at that time because when I came here, I came here in 2002, and in 2001, 9 by 11 attacks happened, and before that, Y2K bubble busted. So there were a lot of people who were there were not a lot of jobs in the market. So my seniors were not graduating. So if my seniors wouldn't graduate, then we wouldn't get the research assistantship that they were getting. We wouldn't get the funding that they were getting. So that was one of the very, very, very big concerns because if because our assumption was, if they get jobs, then we would get that funding, right? So, and we were not getting jobs because our seniors were not leaving colleges. So that was quite a struggle for me to get assistantship. Yeah.
okay, ma'am. Who is
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, ma'am?
Yeah.
Who is your role model?
So, if you say in a spiritual way or in guiding pathway, it would be Lord Buddha, and otherwise, in way, even in social way also, it would be Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, who is our role model, who has been our role model all throughout. And we all have some more role models. I can't just say that I have just one role model, that is Baba Sahib Ambedkar. We have so many role models like Savitri Bai Phule. We have role models like Jhalkari Bai. These are all our role models, right? Because they have done so much being a single person. If Savitribai Phule would not have started educating the underprivileged, we would have never seen we would have never seen Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar getting any kind of education. Started from one person. See, if one person can make so much of a difference, right? Even Lord Buddha, he was just one person, but think how he changed the entire society, right? We all see fight. There were all fights and wars going on, and there was he showed us a path of peace. He showed us a path of love and compassion, which is very, very, very vital. And whatever five precepts that he talks about, right? Of every constitution, every democratic constitution uses those five precepts. So I mean, these are the things that are very important, and unless we follow these five precepts, unless we have the encouragement and like Savitri Bai Phule had, like Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar had, or like Mayavati has, where do we stand as a society? We need to not just follow the five precepts, but we need to have the courage and the confidence to talk about all these issues and to bring awareness, right? So so there are many role models. I can't just say that there is only one role model. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for all of you guys, it's I want to again emphasize on one thing, that is if there is a ritual at home, think about it, what is the history of that ritual? Okay, if you are not completely convinced with the ritual, like putting on bottu, from even from that basic ritual I am telling, if you are not convinced with how it is helping you and what is the history behind that, then don't do it. Okay, you have to understand. If you don't understand the history, you cannot write history. Okay, that is very very important. So if you have to break out of your shackles, you have to identify what your shackles are, which are holding you back, which are pulling you back. You have to identify them. So and one of the main shackles is our culture itself. So it's very important to break out of those shackles uh, and the myths that have been created. Okay, so break out of those. Second thing is, it's very 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 important to stay calm and and face the difficulty. Yeah, because it everything is impermanent, right? Everything is going to go away. Whatever, how much ever difficult situation you are in presently, it's going to go away. It will take some time, so you need to have that patience and you need to have that ability also. So it's very important to have some background of meditation, because and the path that Buddha has taught, it is very important to follow that path of meditation, because everyone knows in words that everything is impermanent, but whenever we have to ask any questions, or whenever we have to speak publicly, we all have some kind of inhibition that makes us nervous, right? Sometimes we become nervous, right? So so that means we have two minds. Okay, one mind is telling you that there's nothing to be nervous about, but another mind which really really controls us, right? Which controls our which tells our anger to sometimes go out of the way, things like these. So we have two brains, and the second brain, the subconscious brain, is much 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 more stronger, and that controls our body also. So it is, so sometimes when you have an exam, you might suddenly get fever, or things like these happen. That means your immunity is going down. This thing, you are not seeing it at an apparent level. Or sometimes people say that when you are stressed out, your blood pressure will go up, you can have our heart problems, things like these. So that means we have two minds, and the other mind is controlling our body also. So we want to control that subconscious mind, w- in which the thoughts are uncontrolled. Okay, so unless we overcome our subconscious mind thoughts, we will not be able to progress, because there will be some kind of a perceived notion that we will have that we will pull you back. So if you want to really succeed, to try to also bit, there is something called anapana meditation. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys have heard about it. So it is just to check your breath. Okay, I have typed it. Just Google it, and you will see some link about Anapana meditation. So just watch your breath. Because breath is very important. How it is important is, like, when you are angry, your breath gets immediately affected. You will breathe heavily. When you're excited, your breath is different. When you're happy, your breath is different. So everything goes back, our all our emotions, all our feelings go back to our breath. So it's very important to make sure we are aware of what feelings are there. You don't have to control your feelings, but you should just be aware of it, so that whenever you are in a situation where you are you face a particular situation whenever you are disturbed, you will try to come out of that situation. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Thanks, ma'am. And there is a question from Gaul.
Okay.
So when you are trying very hard, but still you fail in the process, you are trying again and again, and you're getting failed again and again. What is the what should motivate you, and how you should overcome from that situation? That's the question from Gaulito Disco.
That failing is just an part of the game. Do you know how many times Thomas Edison failed making a bulb? Does anyone know? One is answering the question, but I'm not able to.
Raj, Raj,
Mhm.
Raj, enable everybody. Okay, let everybody speak. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So how many times Thomas Edison failed making a bulb? So he failed more than 80 or 90 times. Okay. But what he said is, now I know that these are 80 or 90 ways how not to make a bulb. So if you fail, it's an experience. We have to embrace it. We should not go down because one small thing has not worked for us. We have to learn what we have done wrong. So that is where the presence of mind comes into picture, right? We should understand, and it should not take us down, but we should actually understand what has gone wrong, and let's not mistake again. And we should not just understand from our own mistakes, but we should also learn from others' mistakes. If someone else has done something and he is failing in life, that path. Okay. Because we don't have the luxury of time to understand everything from our mistakes, right? So we have to understand from others' mistakes also, and take it as a learning. Everything is a learning in life, be it a happy thing or be it a sad thing. And if you are happy, if you have succeeded, let it not go over your head. If you have failed, let it not drown you. Okay. So have a balanced mindset. Having a balanced mindset is very important. Okay. So so let's take failure as it comes. Even if you fail, nothing wrong in it. Every person has failed in their life. And if a person has not failed in their life, then that means they have not taken enough risk in their life. And unless we take risk, we cannot grow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Let's go to Maidpelli. Maidpelli. Dasana, can you hear us? Unmute చేయండి. Unmute చేయండి. We cannot hear you. Okay. Let's go to Sheikh. Okay. Sorry, give a second. Maidpelli.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Go ahead.
My name is Bhimon Kumar. I am studying ninth standard. I am from Shakespeare. Sir, I have a doubt about that. Hi, madam.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a doubt that I want to become an IAS officer. So, what should I have to study for my future, better future. Can you please explain the
So if you
process?
want to become IAS officer, I think you have to take some humanity subjects, right? What
Yes,
class are you in right now?
madam.
What class
I
are
am
you in right now?
ninth standard.
You're in ninth standard, right? Okay. So, take uh, because I have not been into civil services, so I might not be the best person to answer your question. But I think, take humanity subjects. But the main thing is, if you have a goal, write it down. That is the most important thing that I can tell you. Okay, whatever goal it might be, you want to become an IAS officer, write it down in bold letters, and every single morning when you wake up, you should see that goal in front of you. Write down the date also when you want to become an IAS officer. Okay, you will always, when you have a goal, you will find the ways to reach your goal. Okay, so write down your goal when you want to become an IAS officer, and what kind of where you want to go, what area you want to work in. Have that clarity. Okay, sorry, I am not from civil services background, so I might not be able to give you exact answer about what subjects you need to take. Okay.
Yes, madam.
Yeah, thank you. And Medpalli, student, Medpalli, Dasana, can you hear us? Unmute yourself. Medpalli. You're still on mute. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, ma'am. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
One has to target.
Hello.
Guys, one has
Hello,
to.
ma'am.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, here we happy. Ma'am, we are happy we are while seeing you there.
I am very happy to see you guys all too.
Thank you, ma'am. Madam, I want to become a MBBS. What may I do?
What are you studying right now?
Hello. 10th, ma'am.
You're in 10th class. So obviously in 11th and 12th, if you want to do your MBBS, you need to take subjects like biology, physics, and chemistry, right?
Yes.
So in 10th, how is your, what are your scores in biology? Are you doing your maximum
Good,
best?
ma'am.
It's
Super, ma'am.
good. Make sure you get 100%, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Your goal should always be 100%, okay? Give everything, whatever it takes to reach your goal, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
so and then you need to
Madam,
take,
Yeah, go ahead.
Madam, how to 10th? Can you please give suggestions for me?
Your
Hello.
voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking. Can you?
yeah, suggestions about what?
Ma'am, how to want 10 by 10 in 10th?
How to?
Yeah, how to get good
How
marks?
to own 10 by 10? Yes, ma'am.
So whatever subject you are interested in, right? So
All
how long do you study? I can't hear him. I think they're muted.
Yeah, they have mute again. Yeah, let's go to another school, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just briefly want to answer his question. So the
Yeah.
main thing is you need to study very, very well. Okay, you need to give your 100%. Okay, write down your goal on your paper that I want to get 100 marks in biology and I want to become a doctor. I want to get into MBBS in 2 years of time frame, right? And in MSET, these should be your marks. So write it down, and that will be your guiding path. So when you write it down, your brain automatically works towards your goal. Okay.
Thank you. Next, we are going to get Gaulidodi School. Gaulidodi School, girls. Yeah. Unmute yourself. Please. Go ahead with your question. We cannot hear you. No, we cannot hear you. Are you?
One more question from Shakepet sir.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go to Shakepet. Shakepet School.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Good morning.
My name is M. Pranay. I'm studying in 9th standards from Shakeway. Sir, I have one doubt. Hi, madam. I have two doubts to ask for you. One, I want to become, or I want to know about socially, about prehistoric times.
What do you mean by prehistoric times?
I want to know about prehistoric, what was happened in historic times, about social.
Your question is not clear. You can ask in Telugu. We'll try to get it.
సార్ నాకు సోషల్ నాకు పురాతనంలో ఏం జరిగిందో వాటి గురించి తెలుసుకోవాలని ఆశ.
Okay. So probably I'm going to take this question now. So what's your name?
Pranay.
Ganesh?
Pranay.
Pranay. Yeah, Pranay. Like there is a lot of information about history in the internet, right? You know how to use internet?
Don't know.
Okay. So you said you are in 9th class, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Pranay, like you will get, okay, you will get exposure on the internet, right? Once you get exposure on the internet, there is a website called Wikipedia. So if you go there, type anything, right? Any information you will get for free. So whatever the history you would like to know, if you want to know about any war, World War I or World War II, or any other history or any other kingdom or empire, right? You can just Google it and you'll get a lot of information over there.
Yeah, that is a very good way of getting information, Pranay. And not just that, but we also need, I mean, prehistoric times. Do you want to understand about how Mohenjo-daro culture was or how Harappan culture was? What are you trying to get to? I didn't understand the reason for your question. What is the main motivation for your question?
Sir,
Okay,
I can't
Smita,
able to hear.
Smita,
Can you repeat again?
let's move to the next question, please.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Raj, let's move to the next question.
Yeah, let's go to Vikarabad School. Girls, can you hear us? Yeah, go ahead. We are gonna pick one. Okay, you have already asked the question, right? Let's go with another girl. with orange flowers there towards my left side. Yeah, second row from last. No, I think is it orange color ribbon or flower? I don't know.
Second row from last.
Second row from last. Orange or yellow color ribbon, I guess. Yeah. Come forward.
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. This is Uma Devi from Vikaraka.
Yeah, Uma, go ahead.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Uma.
This is Uma Devi from Vikaraka school, ma'am.
Yeah, go ahead, Uma.
Ma'am, yesterday our Indian was killed by someone. Are feeling insecure. We are feeling very sad about that news.
I'm not able to understand.
Can you repeat the question?
Ma'am, yesterday our Indian was killed by someone. Are feeling insecure. We are feeling very sad about that news.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Even we are feeling very sad about that news, but I just hope it's a stray incident and it's not a I hope the hatred is not as widespread as it's been shown on television, because in US I have seen many of my American white friends going and protesting for immigrants at airports also. So, which they don't have to do, because if you see in India, if something is happening to Muslim, a man or woman, Hindus will not go and protest. But in US, at least whites were going and protesting against the immigration ban and all those things. So I hope this is a stray incident, and I hope the phase will pass away.
So, okay, girls and boys. Okay, our questions confined to your career and education. Okay, let us not go into the political things or any other things outside. Okay.
Okay, sir. Good
Yeah.
morning, Rashikar.
Yeah. Good morning, ma'am.
This is Dr. Shaka, Principal Vikaraka.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Hello. Thank you for adding our school and giving good suggestions for our kids. And please do take care over there, because we are feeling very scared listening the news.
Yeah,
We
sure.
hope all is well over there.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your concern. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's take one last question. Let's take one last question from Gaulidodi School. Gaulidodi School, are you able to adjust your mic? We still can't hear you. Okay. So one last question to Upalwai.
Upalwai.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. You have asked the question already. Give chance to one of your friends.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Both of you have asked question already. Let's get one of your friend.
Anybody ready? Come and ask question.
Good morning, Anna.
Good morning. You are also coming again. Next
No,
one.
sir.
I spoke to you a couple of times. I don't remember your name, but sorry. I spoke to you a couple of times. Next one.
Okay, sir.
I'm gonna skip because the intention of this program is to talk to everyone. Okay, so oh, bad. It seems we lost them.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So
Let's take another girl. I want to take questions from girls.
yeah.
Sir, one more question from Sheikh.
Yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
Sir, my name is Madhu.
Yeah, Madhu.
I'm from Sheikh. Sir, nowadays background became a major problem in a society. Number of people are converting their goals after reaching after he's going if you want to reach their goal. Suppose someone want to become an IAS officer due to some uh, problems in a family or on his background, they are converting their goals. Is it correct, sir?
If I understand your question correct, because of family problems and financial issues, people are changing their goals and they are taking alternative career options. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think people should not take or no should not change their goals, but they should try to change their situation. Okay, you will always find a path to your goal if you are persistent. You need to be persistent and you will always find a path. There will be always ways that will come automatically. You will get help from someone or the other to reach your goal, but you just need to have your goal in mind very clear. Don't get distracted, be focused, and you will reach your goal. Your situations will change. Okay.
Yeah.
So one more thing, one more for Smita.
Yeah.
Smita. So the basically there is a one fundamental issue going in our communities. They have this feeling that I am weak and I'm poor and I can't do it. Let me tell you, a lot of people, like in my own niece or cousins, first thing they said, "What is your problem?" "Oh, we have financial problem." "And what is your problem?" "Oh, my mom is sick." "And what is your problem?" "Oh, my father is a laborer." Come on, guys. Your success is not defined by your problems. Okay, your
Right.
success is defined by your unwavering determination. Okay, and so మీలో కొందరికి చెప్తాను నేను, Smita is lucky that maybe her parents are employed, or guys, both my parents are uneducated, both. వాళ్ళకు రాయరాదు చదవరాదు. అప్ టు 7th వరకు నేను చెప్పులు లేకుండా స్కూల్కి వెళ్ళాను, 7th క్లాస్ వరకు.
Okay.
Today I work for a number 1 company in the world, Wall Street company, and I still ambitious. I still want to do something. I still wants to do something in my life. So basically, your financial problems are not a roadblock. Look, government has so many programs, state government, central government, and a lot of people are misusing those funds because we are not using those funds. And we have a reservation, we have a constitutional protection. So me mind lo nunchi I am weak, I am poor, I have a problems, you take that out of your mind. Just say that, if Purna, a girl, can do it, I can do it. Atlanti పెట్టుకోవాలి అబ్బాయిలు, and the girls, and same thing, Purna is a big inspiration. Just she's one of you.
Absolutely.
She's one of you. She's one of you. She didn't came. She was not dropped from heaven just like that one day. She struggled through the same system. So never think like, I'm financially weak. Can I tell you guys, these reddies and these some of the people, వాళ్ళ జేబులో ఒక్క రూపాయి కూడా ఉండదు, వాడు ₹1,00,00,000 బిజినెస్ ఆలోచిస్తాడు. వాడి జేబులో ఒక్క రూపాయి కూడా ఉండదు, వాడు ₹1,00,00,000, వాడు ఎన్ని బ్యాంకులు దోస్తాడు తెలుసా? అక్కడ లోన్ తీసుకుంటాడు, ఇక్కడ లోన్ తీస్తాడు, అక్కడే కొట్టేస్తాడు, వాడు పెద్ద బిజినెస్ చేస్తాడు, 2-3 సంవత్సరాలు అందరిని ముంచేస్తాడు, పైకి వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. బికాస్ హీ హ్యాస్ ఎ కరేజ్. మనం అట్లా తప్పు చేయొద్దు, ఎవరిని ముంచొద్దు, ఏ బ్యాంకులు దోపిడీ చేయొద్దు. ఎథికల్ గా 10 కమాండ్మెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా స్కూల్స్, అవి ఫాలో అయ్యి ఒకటి యు టేక్ అవుట్ ఫ్రమ్ యువర్ మైండ్ ఐఎమ్ వీక్, యు ఆర్ స్ట్రాంగ్, వెరీ వెరీ స్ట్రాంగ్.
You have summed it up very well, Roy. It is all a game of mind. It is not a game of money. It is not a game of caste. It is not a game of patriarchy. It is game of mind. So all these external conditions are there to keep you down. But if your mind thinks that you can come out of it, you will be able to come out of it.
Sir, one more question from Shakespeare.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir,
And this is going.
Sir,
This is going.
My name is M. Gangadhar from 9th standard. Sir, my aim is become a politician. But so many members advised me that you are not unfit to that goal because you are poor, and who are rich, they only become the politicians. Such they will go higher education. You go to some other goal and they are advising me, sir, it is correct. I can become a politician or not?
You should become
Yes,
a
you can.
politician. And you should become a very lawful politician.
I can train you. I want to become a politician. Okay, you can work with me. Okay, my next goal is to become a politician. I'm already a president of Indian Overseas Congress in America. I can train you if you want to be a politician.
Okay, sir.
Roy, are you running for Congress
No,
or
I don't.
government?
No. I look right now. I'm a convener of Indian Overseas Congress.
Okay.
My goal is to do a power politics.
Okay.
Power politics. Just become like a Amar Singh. Never run for MLA, never run for MP, but control the political party.
Control the political parties.
So,
Okay.
yeah, ఈ అబ్బాయి పేరేంటో, నేను చిన్నప్పుడు ఎమ్మెల్యే కావాలనుకున్నాను. ఓకేనా?
Gangadhar, his name.
ఎమ్మెల్యే కావాలనుకున్నాను. కొన్ని రోజుల తర్వాత ఏం ఆలోచించానంటే, నేను ఎమ్మెల్యే అవుతాను, ఒకసారి అవుతాను, రెండోసారి అవుతాను. తర్వాత పార్టీ వాళ్ళు ఏమంటారు, వాళ్ళ పార్టీ వాళ్ళు చెప్పినట్లే మాట్లాడాలా, వాళ్ళు పార్టీ ప్రోటోకాల్ ఉంటుంది, సోనియా గాంధీని తిట్టద్దు, కేసీఆర్ ని తిట్టద్దు, ఎవరిని తిట్టద్దు. నేనేమనుకున్నాను, నేను ఎమ్మెల్యే కాకముందు, నేను ఎమ్మెల్యే కావడం కంటే ముఖ్యంగా ఒక 10 నుంచి 50 మంది ఎమ్మెల్యేలను తయారు చేయాలని చెప్పి డిసైడ్ చేసుకున్నాను. ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు బికమ్ ఎమ్మెల్యే, talk to me. I'll give you my phone number and email. I will groom you. ఇప్పటి నుంచే నేను తయారు చేస్తాను ఎమ్మెల్యే కోసం. It's a really good question. That's what I'm looking for. Okay.
Yeah.
And we want politicians.
Exactly.
Yeah, because people say that politics is a dirty game, but it's not. We want good politicians. Okay.
I will become really good politician, man.
Yeah.
Sir,
that's
sir,
awesome.
can you give me your phone number, sir?
Yeah.
ఇస్తాను. నా ఫోన్ నంబర్ ఇస్తాను. నేను మేలో వస్తాను. వచ్చినప్పుడు మాక్సిమం మీ స్కూల్స్ అన్నిటికి వస్తాను నేను.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
ఎక్కడ, ఏ స్కూల్ నుంచి నువ్వు? షేక్పేట్, హైదరాబాద్ కదా. వస్తాను నేను. హైదరాబాద్, వికారాబాదు, నార్సింగి, దోమకొండ, మేడ్పల్లి, షేక్పేట్, వీటన్నిటికి వస్తాం. వచ్చి తిరుగుతాను నేను. ప్రవీణ్ సార్, తప్పకుండా వస్తాను.
I got your name, Gangadhar. I'll make a note of it and I'll remind Rayana when he visits there.
Right. Yeah.
So I think it is time to conclude. Once again, thank you very much, Smita ma'am, for your time. I know it is very late in the evening, and thank you very much for your time. We are very glad you are here, and it's been pleasure having you. And I'm sure our kids got good guidance. And especially speaking like you, like there are many girl students who are, I'm sure they are inspired with your talk. And once again, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Speak to
Oh,
you
just one
all.
more, Smita, one more
Yeah.
thing. We end the conference call with the 10 Commandments. This
Oh, okay.
RS, yeah, RS Praveen designed 10 Commandments.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
And
so they in the
Anna,
ending, and especially Raj, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, every teacher, okay, every teacher, every volunteer who are responsible for managing these conference calls, and especially Bala and Prasad, Anand, and I think Raj, you know some of the names, and
And
uh,
the two Das from Maidpalli and Gaulidod
yep,
Hamoda ma'am
yep,
and Shekpet
yep.
Srinivas sir, from Uppalvai Ramesh sir and Tulsi Ramdas sir and Vikarabad School. Thank you very much. Because
The
people to, yeah.
especially the principals, okay, we
Yeah.
really like to thank you principals. నేను ఆర్ఎస్ ప్రవీణ్ కుమార్ ను తో మాట్లాడడానికి నాకు చాలా సంవత్సరాలు పట్టింది. నేను చిన్నప్పుడు ఎప్పుడో 10th క్లాస్ లో ఆయన గురించి విన్నాను. కలవాలి అంటే చాలా సంవత్సరాలు పట్టింది నాకు. మీరు ఇప్పుడు తెలుసా, చాలా మీరు యు ఆర్ వెరీ బ్లెస్డ్, చాలా అదృష్టం మీకు తెలుసా. స్మితా మేడం ఈజ్ వెరీ వెరీ పాపులర్, షీఈ్ వెరీ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ ఎంటర్ప్రైనర్. మీరు నేను ఇప్పటి వరకు నేను ఫస్ట్ టైం నేను స్మితాను ఫేస్ టు ఫేస్ చూడడం, అంటే ఐ నో హర్. సో యూ గైస్ ఆర్ వెరీ వెరీ బ్లెస్డ్ టు సీ ఆల్ దీస్ సక్సెస్ఫుల్ పీపుల్. ఎవ్రీ కాల్లో మీరు వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత యూ జస్ట్ ఇమాజిన్ వాట్ యూ వాంట్ టు డూ. ఒకటి ప్రవీణ్ సార్ చెప్తుంటాడు కదా, జస్ట్ డ్రీమ్ ఇట్, ఇట్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్.
Yeah.
Okay, Raj, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, sure. And before we start 10 commandments, I would like to request everyone, let us keep the time as 8 a.m. Okay, please be on time because we are having speakers waiting for us. So I would request everyone to come on time, and so that we can get more time and more questions. Okay, I know some of you have not much got opportunity to ask questions. So if we start this session on time, then we'll have more time to ask questions. Okay, so please be sure to join this call by 8 a.m. Indian time every Sunday. Have your, have your breakfast and have your breakfast and get ready. If your teachers, you work with your teachers, like how we are gonna join the call. Okay, and most of you know, right, you can join the call yourself. So one of you should take lead and make a team and be prepared to ask questions. Okay, and make sure everyone gets an opportunity to ask a question. Sure. So see you all guys next week, next Sunday. Now we are gonna take this 10 commandments and disperse from here. Okay. So Vikarabad School, can you say the 10 commandments for us? Okay, good. Yeah, start. Very good, and have a good day. Enjoy your Sunday. See you all next week. Okay.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
And Gauli, that is your mic, your audio was not clear. We couldn't take any questions from you. So, is Priyanka around? Okay, Gauli, that is you can directly contact me or myself or Anand. Okay, we'll test your audio connectivity and we'll make sure you ask questions next time. All right. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Medipalli boys, you stay there.
Present.